South America. What happened with the Panama deception? Yeah, no problem melting people, man. Actually melting people in their clothing, man. All right.
Did that in Iraq too. Microwave weapon that they got.
Microwave weapon. Yeah. You know, because look, it's why it tells you you smote the nations in anger, and your wrath burned perpetually. All right. You didn't just do this to Jake, man. You did this to all the other nations as well, man. You done fucking hurt the entire world, man. You done did everybody dirty. All right. So pretty much, the blood is prepared for you, man. All right. You're prepared for the slaughter. All right.
You got some? This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yeah, also, because he transgressed by wine.
Yeah, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Meaning that when you put into a position where the ruler over you is a complete demon, what can you do? You can't take him down by force. You're not gonna be able to formulate some type of coup and overthrow him. Okay, you can't live comfortably. You can't have your own thing. So what do? You gotta live by your faith. Meaning, you got to wait until the judge comes and takes care of the problem. You got to wait until the Most High comes and removes this person. And that's what we're doing. We're living by our faith. All right, we believe that the wickedness of this world is going to be destroyed by basically these scriptures, man. All right, because Yahweh Shai is these scriptures. The type of the Spirit in these scriptures, man. So all these words we believe are true. All right, because we see. Now, you people can't see how much demons and witchcraft and evil is in this place, man, but we see it. All right, and so we're out here pushing this righteous vibration that Yahweh Shai is going to come take care of this place, man. And all we got to do is wait for it to happen and basically teach Jake that it's going to happen. That way they can live by their faith. All right, they could believe and know, like, oh, okay. I believe in this. I believe in Yahweh Shai. I can be saved, man. All right. Why? It's not about your righteousness, because we're filthy rags, man. Hey, the Lord called Peter a demon, man. Called him Satan. And it says in Matthew 7, it said, "You being evil know how to give good gifts to your children." So the Lord said, "I came not to testify of man, because I know what's in man's heart," which is what exactly what the scriptures say: envy, lust, murder, wickedness. That's the condition of man. That's the condition that we're in these bodies, man. We can't fucking help it, man. We're sinners. All right? But we believe in Yahweh Shai. That's what separates us. That's what makes us different, man. All right? We're actually trying, man. We're not perfect, but we actually give it down. All right? Go ahead, finish what you got. Then we'll go to you and we'll go.
It says, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
And this is obviously talking about the so-called white Edomites
in America.
All right? Why? Because they're gathering all nations to themselves. All right? All these nations come here to America. Not only that, but this country is occupying all these nations. All right, they got a United Nations Council, which these United Nations come, and they're all suited up in suits and ties. They shake each other's hand like Greeks. They're all speaking English. They got English interpreters. All right. So what is that? What does that mean? That means he got all these other nations in his pocket, man.
Yeah, because because even the heads of the UN are Edomite countries. America's up there, Germany's up there, France is up there, Russia's up there. The only other heathen nation up there is Moab, which are the Chinese. And I'm not talking about that's inside the UN, but those that actually the heads of the UN, the ones that actually get the final say. It's America.
5+1 or something?
Yeah, the 5+1, which is America, Germany, France, Russia, China, and I forget who the +1 is. You know, which would have to be another NATO EU country. You know?
And America shows their dominance by making what, you know, because the UN is supposed to be a council, they're supposed to talk things out and agree upon a subject. America, if they don't like the subject, they do what's called unilateral decision making.
A veto.
Meaning that they fucking just go off and they don't give a shit. And I don't care what y'all say, I'm doing this. You didn't agree with me, but too bad, I'm American. You know, that's what it is. And that's why everybody hates America.
Also, they violate the sovereignty of a lot of these different countries, man. You know, because all these countries are sovereign, but they'll go in and bomb it anyway. They'll go in and do military missions and strikes on it anyway, man. Just like they did with Syria. Nobody invited them in that country, but they went anyway.
And that's true. And sovereignty, if you don't know what that means to be able to do your own thing. So Iran would be a sovereign nation, meaning that they have the ability to cut off homosexuals' heads if they want to. America wants to go in there and say, no, you can't be doing that no more. That takes away from their sovereignty, meaning that America puts a gun to your head and says, no, homosexuals can do what they want, right?
So they're really trying to enforce the image of the image, man.
Image of the beast.
If they don't, the particular country doesn't abide by them, they're going to make war with them. No? What you see them doing.
Which this place is full of a bunch of snakes, man. Y'all hate on Iran because Iran is about their shit. But you know what? All you so-called Christians out here.
Is it a time?
It's 1:55. All these so-called Christians out here, they claim to be Christians, but what? They don't practice none of the things that a Christian would practice, man. Right? Meaning you go to church every Sunday. All right? You so-called worshiping the Lord, but at the same time, you're accepting of everything that the Lord says you ain't supposed to accept. You in there having food drives for the homeless, but you're feeding them macaroni and bacon, man. Which that's wickedness. All right? Not to mention a lot of other heinous things that y'all do, but you...
It's like not to cut you off, but even today, they're worshiping a different God.
Yep.
So-called Easter. Or going back to Ishtar, man. Queen of Heaven, man. When you people go to the strip club and you see a woman slide down the pole, that goes back to the Queen of Heaven worship, man. And this society is a matriarch society where the woman has surpassed the man.
What does the word queen mean? Queen means whore.
Yeah. And what is America?
Bitter.
No, what is America? Going back to
it's a whore.
It's a whore,
Great,
you know?
the great whore.
And what does America go around do? Trying to force feed all these different nations their particular philosophies, just like you were going into when you were talking about how Iran is about their shit. They'll behead a homosexual, which is according to the scriptures. Because that's what America does. They go around all around the world attacking the pretty much the principles that these other nations have, which they got from the scriptures, man. No?
This is Revelation 18:9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
And that's why these other nations, that's why look at Saudi Arabia. Them Saudis went nuts, dude. They're crazy. Now they got Jordans all up in their shit. You know what I mean?
Ghost
riding tanks, you know what I mean? Them Saudis went nuts, man. Because why? They live deliciously, man. Now you got these Arab Muslim women talking about I want to be a feminist and still be a Muslim at the same time. That's madness. Alright? That's that wine that Esau transgressed by, man. Alright?
You got Esau sitting in convoys. I believe Donald Trump's wife is going over there to promote women's equal rights over there too, man. Because over there, I believe just recently now they're just starting to allow women to drive a goddamn car, man. Back what, a year past they couldn't even drive a car, man. Now you see how the roads are in America. Women doing their makeup, talking on the phone, doing their nails, talking to all 2 or 3 or 4 niggas at the same time, man, causing accidents, and then you got Esau saying they're the safest drivers.
What would be the worst driver, bro? Hit you in the back,
Yeah.
and then play it off like nothing, like it wasn't a
Like it was your fault.
Oh, yeah, it was different.
Yo, I don't know what happened.
So all Esau's doing is trying to bring the world more and more into wickedness, man. He's destroying the equilibrium that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua created for this planet to be, man. That's why we gotta keep praying and hastening the day so we get the hell up out of here, man. You know?
Yeah, but otherwise, everybody's gonna spiral into complete madness.
There will be no flesh to be saved, man.
Hey, Bill, this is perfect. This is a perfect time. You know what? You started something.
There's Revelation 6 and 1.
A lot of people when you go into Revelation. First of all, Christians don't want to touch Revelation. Just say seal. All right, Christians. Hey, pull out a Christian and start making sense from the Bible. You can scare them off real fast.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy if they say it's sealed, because Revelation 5 tells you it was loosed.
It was loose. Hey, but it's sealed for them. You know, to us, the books are open, man. But that's the thing, is that the Bible is still sealed, all right? But it's only, the thing is that it's not sealed to us, to the hopeful elect, the ones that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua allows you to open the book and see. All right, but it's sealed to these regular people. They can't open this book and just read it and understand it.
Especially the Catholics, man.
Oh, they're fucking gone,
There was a bitch that came up saying that happened before the world even started.
No, the book was sealed?
No, the book of Revelation. Everything in Revelation had like the war in heaven and all that other stuff.
Oh, that was the beginning? That was the real Genesis? Or
They said that happened before the world was even made, man.
Oh.
Well, them bug outs will say
But they
that.
don't read the first verse in the first chapter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or the bug outs will say that Adam had another wife. They'll say, oh, what about Lilith? What about Lilith?
Who the fuck is that?
Can you show me Lilith in the scripts?
Hey, Catholics just come up with their own shit. They're insane.
Well, a lot of it's because Esau be pushing out that book of Enoch, book of Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
They'll be talking about fallen angels. Oh, no, it's God's. It's Satan.
It's Satan. Satan's waging war. God.
When you read the scriptures, you understand that Satan works for the Lord. It's the Lord doing everything you see. Everything. Even what Esau's doing, that's of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know?
You telling me that the Lord allows bombs to be dropped on families? Yeah. And it's true. Like, I understand you people. I understand it's heartbreaking to learn things like this. That's why it says with much wisdom comes much grief, because you understand reality. And reality is not fucking fluffy pillows and chocolate Easter bunnies and candy. You know, everything. Diddly hope neighbor, Ned Flanders. It's not that, man. The world is full of evil, wickedness, darkness, judgment. All right, the light seems evil to you people, man.
What was that place, Amityville?
Yeah.
Where everything was all perfect. Is that what the little back? I think it was the 70s or 60s.
Oh, are you talking about when they go into that TV show?
Yeah.
And it's black and white.
Yeah, I think so. And it was like a perfect Esau, Edomite harmony.
Yeah.
I forget exactly what it was called.
I forget what it's called too. But Pleasantville.
Yeah, Pleasantville.
Yeah, exactly.
Now about the snake that slides down the pole.
Okay.
Do you know what?
What?
She honors the God of darkness.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The God of darkness.
This world is in great darkness, gross darkness. See in Isaiah the 60th chapter.
Well, I tell you what,
Thank you for your input.
we're believers.
I believe it.
Well, when I came by
What
here,
religion are you?
Well, this is not a religion. this is not a religion. In fact, I don't think you want to hear what we got to say.
Okay.
you reckon-
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah, you might as well just go believe
I
somewhere
know
else.
because. Okay.
No, you're not gonna want to hear this. I'm telling
Come
you.
no, I want to hear it.
It's not meant
No,
for
I
you.
don't.
Ruben,
It might scare you to
He
death.
said that if he said to
All right,
say-
let me tell you. See that? America's
Okay.
destruction. See that? America's about to be destroyed by nuclear missiles in World War III.
I don't doubt that.
And that's gonna happen soon.
She's embarrassed.
See this guy right here? This guy, that's actually Jesus Christ. He's actually a black man. And he would
Could be.
and he is. He actually is. And he was what you would call today your average black person, a Negro, whom white people put into slavery. And according to Revelation, it says, you already got it, huh?
The appearance.
According to Revelation, he that leadeth into slavery shall go into slavery. So that means when the Lord returns, white people are going into slavery. All right, according to the Bible. Get that Revelation 13.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
So by default, just because of the transatlantic slave trade that white people led already, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So when the Lord comes back and they're talking about the kingdom of heaven, all right, these things are going to be happening to white people in the kingdom of heaven. See, all right, it's going to be reversed. Really, it's going to be put back in order because things are reversed here on this side. Go ahead.
You and I didn't miss out, did we?
Oh, sure did. Go ahead.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Now, who's going around to all these countries killing with the sword, dropping bombs on people, making war with the whole world? Hey, guess who it is?
Think America is?
America definitely is. America is the capital of terrorism. They want you to believe that Iran, who's just fighting for their sovereignty, or this country or that country, who's fighting for their sovereignty and the ability to make their own decisions and rule over their own people the way they want to.
You think Trump's doing that?
Oh, Trump is just a talking head. Trump is just a sock puppet.
What?
This thing goes way beyond this. We're talking about global elites.
Yeah, I don't really.
I know you don't believe it.
No, I
It's all
don't.
right. There you go.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith
Destroying
Yahweh.
mountain, right? And this is the destroying mountain that it's talking about that's going around destroying the whole earth, cutting down the rainforest,
No, I think it's
polluting the oceans, destroying the air, giving you GMO food, all right? Spreading plagues and wickedness, vaccinations. It's all the works of evil. Go ahead.
Saith Yahweh, which destroyest all the earth, and I will stretch out mine hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain.
Meaning America is going to be destroyed. I gave Gertrude the chance to cat out. And she wanted to stick around
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of Yahweh, the Most High, are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saying Yahweh.
So, the sinful kingdom, this is a sinful kingdom, man. Alright? In which Yahweh Shai is going to completely destroy this place, man.
Well, you know, she was just an old
Dixie.
Dixie.
There you go.
You know, the Most High didn't impart onto a woman understanding, man. But there's a lot of men with that same spirit, man, that don't want to hear the scriptures the way that they're supposed to be brought out, man. Which makes them have that incredulity or that unbelief, man. Because, hey, these people are wrong. This is not for worldly people. This is for spiritual people, man. This is not for the natural man. This is for the spiritual. This is not for the carnal mind. This is for the spiritual. And also, of course, a lot of people are going to be agitated from the birth.
This is 2 Peter chapter 1 and 20. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
It's not a problem. Make this stuff up last night. No. Isaiah wasn't getting his revelations, feelings, and making it up because it backed up what Ezra was saying. It backed up what Mark was saying. It backed up what Amos was saying, man. That's why we go precept upon precept. Which a lot of you people that go in these churches, you don't even read the Bible precept upon precept. You read it as if it's a regular book, man. Also, of course, you're going to be confused and bugged out. And then you're just going to believe and whatever your pastor or your priest tell you in these churches, man. Because people respect those that are, what they call it, gay clothing.
Yeah.
They respect those that are all fancy and whatnot, but not those that look poor, man, or in sackcloth. You know? This is for the humble and constraight ones, man.
Real quick, just interject. Matthew 5 and 18 says, Matthew 5 and 17, it says, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I have not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Just backing up the brother saying you gotta read precept upon precept. You gotta read the Old Testament and the New Testament, and you gotta also read the Apocrypha. All right? These all go into the Holy